Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, your voice
Yes,
is
sir,
audible.
yes.
So I'm Dinesh Khonde, the Chief Electrical Inspector, Government of Maharashtra, belongs to the Industry, Energy and Labour Department. Firstly, I acknowledge my sincere thanks to the Scotch Award Committee for acceptance of our nominations and has given the opportunity for the presentations before the jury members. Our title for the presentation is an innovative methodology to ascertain the lift maintenance and public safety through print to blockchain. So as you know, the Chief Lead Inspector is the highest regulatory authority of the Government of Maharashtra for implementations of the electrical safety regulations framed under the Act, Electrical Act 2003. Moreover, the Chief Lead Inspector is also responsible for the implementations of the Maharashtra Lift Act and the Bombay Lift Rules in view of the lift erection operations and the maintenance in view of public safety. So for us, every life matters. Next. So these are the key issues of our presentations. The top issues are that exponentially growing urban population resulting in growing number of urban infrastructures and particularly the lift installations. As you know that there is an addition of around 10,000 lifts per year in the Maharashtra states. The use of substandard materials and poor workmanship in the lift installations meeting local demands. The gravity of the periodical maintenance and lack of awareness. So to cope up these issues, we are covering going through the smart governance, the online permission through the blockchain, and effective monitoring of the lift installations, particularly in the densely populated area where the building height is more than 24 meters. I'm actually specifying the 24-meter height, whether the provision of the lift, fire lift is mandatory is there. So what is the course of actions? Identifying and correcting the lift installation methodologies to relevant industry standards and adoption of innovative methodology for periodical inspections. We conduct the periodical inspections of every lift. So focusing the possibilities of dangers arising due to the unsafe operations and particularly identifying the accident-prone installations. Next. So what are the challenges before us? As you know that the local train is the lifeline of the Mumbai city. Likewise, lift is also second lifeline of the Mumbai city. Okay, the residential, industrial and commercial property market is going vastly upwards and overloading all the lifeline, particularly the suburban trade also, and similarly the building amenities, particularly the lift. So the existing quantum of around 2 lakh lifts across the Maharashtra, out of which 90% lifts are in Mumbai or nearby areas, and around 2 crores users daily using the lifts. Okay, and again there is an addition of around, I already told that 10,000 lifts per year. So conduct the annual inspections of each lift by virtue of periodical maintenance through the available manpower. It is a challenge before us. So there is a provision as per the Maharashtra Lift Act 1939 section 11. So every lift shall be inspected at least once in a year by an authorized officers behalf of the state government. So it is a challenge before us to have to conduct the annual inspections of every lift. So in an average, we are supposed to inspect 2 lakhs lifts per year. Solution to the technologies, all these lift services are notified under the Maharashtra Right to Service Act 2015, issuing certificates online through the Aple Sarkar portals. Certificate issued this act. Moreover, this Aple Sarkar portal is being governed by the CM office, the Chief Minister office. So we are having the two services particularly. First service is permission to erection of lift, and the second service is license for working of the lifts. So all these services, the issuing of the certificates we are issuing certificates online through the print to blockchains. So the print to blockchain is an innovative technologies and award-winning startup also developing a robust trust infrastructure platform using blockchain for using digital documents. So we have integrated our lift services through the blockchain. So we are going to issue each and every documents of the lift license and certificates to the blockchain. So as far as the Maharashtra Lift Act is concerned, we are going to provide permission to erect a lift, clause number 4, then license to use the lift and periodical inspection of the lift. So what is the actually print to blockchain? So innovative way of authenticity lift license through blockchains. So this is while going through the blockchains, create a QR code based license certificates, which is secure one, verifiable, traceable, shareable, which help us to stop fraudulent license. So this is an essence of the beauty of this blockchain particularly. The certificate is immutable and can be used number of times. Moreover, reduced times and costs required in verification of the certificates. If we go through the particular license which are issued through our digital signatures, one note is there that we can verify this document. We can verify the authenticity of the documents by scanning the QR code. Okay. So it is a essence of that blockchain that nobody can use the fraud documents. Nobody can tamper these documents. Nobody can damage the documents. So anybody can rely that we are traveling through the safe lift. So what is actually the origin of incorporations of the unique periodical lift inspection methodologies? So you know that during the COVID-19 period is the most damaging event occurred worldwide. Okay, and moreover, around 95% of all reported area cases would worldwide in urban areas. But it also present an opportunity to learn the right lessons from this crisis. So pandemic provided compelling data and information for how to improve crisis response and recovery strategies. So during the Corona period, some of the very heart-wrenching incidents that took place during in the Mumbai city particularly. So one of this fatal lift accidents to occur to Srimati Geeta Waghela at St. George Hospital's COVID-19 ward on dated 27th May of last year, 2020. So the lift was quite old and it was in operation since long. Also, lift car is the wooden panel. It was not capable of sustaining any external force at the time of incidents, and that lady got injured. Her head stuck up with the contraband, and she died on the spot itself. The second accident that took place, fatal accidents to Mohammed Huzaifa Sheikh at Cozy Shelter, dated 28th November. Basically, a passenger lift installed at Cozy Shelter, Dharavi, Mumbai. A boy with two of his sisters was traveling in the lift. Soon stepping out from a fourth floor, the boy just stood for a while between the inner and outer cars of the door, gap itself. And because there is a gap between these two doors, as the lift moved upward, dragging him alongside to death. So this is a very typical fatal lift accidents took place, and a very innocent boy got injured, and a very pathetic situation was there. The third, that is a accident took place, that is a non-fatal accident, particularly due to overspeeding in ascending directions, which was occurred at Hiranandri Garden near IIT Powai. So this particular accident took place because of the failure of the machine brakes. Okay, the lift car shoot up from the ground floor and travel around 100 meters in ascending directions and hit the floor slabs. So particularly all these incidents occurred during the Corona period, COVID-19, and during that period, we are not in a position to conduct the annual inspections or the routine inspections because of the various constraints. All these societies are not accessible. We are not in a position to visit each and every site. So lift as one of the most important amenities, utilities in the urbanized areas, exposed to the number of serious non-compliances, putting people's lives at risk. So you know that lift is a dynamic equipment and requires close monitoring so as to ensure the public safety. It requires a very regular periodical maintenance also. Next. So existing periodic lift inspection methodologies. So recently, what is our procedures to conduct the annual inspections? So we are conducting the periodical inspections and then serve the recommendation also in case of any defect observes, any sort of misoperation and all that, and then follow up for the compliance with the stipulated times. But particularly, there is a very poor response from the owners and users and lift contractors regarding the compliance. Okay, then unable to identify the unauthorized and accident-prone lifts particularly. Then maintenance carried out by the unauthorized and the skilled persons. So these are the challenges we are facing while conducting the annual inspections in our routine methodologies. So it is very difficult to get the compliance from the users and compliance from the owner itself, and the lift is working in the safe, is not working in the safe conditions. So so there is a innovative idea, a step towards a new and one of its kind methodology. To overcome all those things, we have come to the idea, why not to priority sequencing? We have come up with the unique innovative methodologies, which opens a new door to safer mobility with the participation of the owner and users. So we are going to the process of self-declarations. So what exactly the self-declarations? So the lift users or the owner or the occupiers and the lift contractors, they have to declare themselves that their lift is working in safe conditions. So this is the process of self-declarations. So we have developed on one flow chart here. So in that case, lift contractors along with the owner users, they have to register first. they are going to log in through these flow charts and apply for the annual inspections. Okay, by going through all the documentations, particularly the locations of the lift, then the license of the lift, okay, then the type of the lifts, okay, all these details has been verified. Then all these details has been auto fetched. Then particularly we asked them to upload certain type of documentations. Particularly the one checklist is there, which shows the detail whether the physical condition of the lift is not how it is conditioned, whether it is healthy condition or not. Then all whether the safety devices are operating in the operating condition or not. What is the physical status of all the safety devices. Moreover, we asked them to conduct some typical 3 to 4 tests in view of safety. And particularly in lift contractor and the owner and user, we are supposed to upload the test results of that test conducted, and they have to upload these documents. And further, if they upload the documents and if you found that, then submit the applications. Then there is a gateway for making the payment, because we charge the inspection fee also towards these annual inspections. Then application assigned to our respective AER desk. Okay, so we are having the total chain of scrutiny and verifying all these documentations. The application scrutiny comes under process. And if it is found that all the test results which was conducted on site is found okay, then we acknowledge that the lift is working in safe conditions. So that is acknowledgement is also done through the blockchain. We issue the digital certificates. Okay. Then in case if the results of the tests which was conducted on site is not satisfactorily, then you set the compliance report. Then again the lift contractors on behalf of the owner and the user, they have to again apply for the annual inspections. Moreover, this is a self-declared process, but there is also provision that we can inspect the installations. So there is a provision that we can send the intimations for inspections via SMS or the email. Then we conduct the inspections again to counter-verify whether the declarations which are already made by the owner, user, and the lift contractor is authentic or not. And then you come to the end process. So moreover, the remaining lift which was not declared, it comes under the second flow. It automatically we are having the data of the undeclared lifts. Then accordingly we'll physically conduct those areas, and we will go for physical inspections of those lifts, particularly in view of the annual inspections. Next. So particularly this is the format of the self-declarations. So if you go through the self-declarations, it is very self-explanatory that the owner, occupiers, lift contractor, license number is there, address, email ID, everything is there. Hereby jointly declare that the lift installed at particularly that locations having license number is maintained through the annual contract. Lift is maintained as per the terms and conditions laid down in the annual maintenance contract. Further, it is declared that the lift is maintained in a safe working conditions. All the safety tests as per the delivered high standards carried out, and test results found satisfactory in view of public safety. So this is a self-declarations made by the lift contractors on behalf of owner and the occupiers. So how we acknowledge it? So there is an acknowledgement through the blockchain also. So anybody can verify the authenticity of this acknowledgement, whether it is a G9 or not. So after going through the all the test result, if it is found okay, then we acknowledge that the lift is working in safe conditions. So basically, this is an acknowledgement that the test as per the provision of delivered high standards are conducted on site and the test results are satisfactory. Thereby, it is confirmed that the lift installed at particular locations having license number so and so is in safe working conditions. So basically, this is the e-certificates generated against the self-declarations made by the lift contractors, owners, and the occupier itself only. So this is a basically QR generated certificates. Anybody can verify the authenticity of the certificates. So this is while going through this acknowledgement, which is displayed on particular lift. If anybody can see these acknowledgements and assure that they are traveling through the safe lift. Next. So these are the innovatives and unique lift inspections methodology, particularly for the peoples, for the policymakers, civilians, and lift service providers. So what is the policy? Basically, the ease of doing business policy of the government, then the technology upgradations. So what is the process? There is a HSM process that each and every digital certificate goes through the digital signatures and through the blockchain itself only to verify the authenticity of the documents. So what are the outcomes of the particular methodology? That the time on delivery. Okay, this is the time on delivery and the cyber full licensing and the priority sequencing. So we are getting the priority sequences, which area has to be identified first, which area has to be inspected first. Okay, so this is the essence of that technology, that we are become more choosy, we are become more specific in the patterns. Next. So these are the what are the benefits of innovative lift inspections methodology particularly. So while going through this methodology, what are the outcomes particularly? The identifications of the unauthorized lifts, the safe accident on lifts and easily accessible. Okay, then there is no physical accessible is there. Then the third one is the reliables and the immutable. All the documentations we are giving, issuing the certificates are reliable and immutables. Then it saves the times and cost also. And moreover, the increased awareness among the users through the participants, because in this case, the owner, occupier, and users, they are through the virtue of self-declarations, they are involving in this methodology and they participate in the process. So what is the looking into the features of the lift licensing and inspection procedures? So this is the roadmap for us. Recently, the Maharashtra Lift Escalators and Moving Act 2017 is published. They are finalized and expected to be come into force from 1st April of 2021. So what are the features of particularly the Maharashtra Lift Escalators and Moving Walk Act? The incorporation of the escalators and moving walks. Actually, this is in the previous act, it was not incorporated. Then the insurance coverage of lift, particularly escalators and moving walk, which helps the victim in case of any casualty. So this is again additional features we are introduced in the new act itself. Then authority to seal the lift. So this is again additional features we are incorporated in the lift act, that the authority to seal the lift. In the previous act, there is no provision of sealing the lift. Simply in case of any unauthorized lifts or in case of any unsafe lift, we are supposed to ask them just to stop the operation itself only. Don't use the lift. But in the new act itself, we have added the provision of the sealing the lifts. Then the renewal of the lift working license after every 20 years. Previously, we are supposed to issue the license for the lifetime, but looking into the life of the that particular lift being a very dynamic equipment, so it needs a total replacements or it needs a total additional maintenance. So the life of the license we have maintained for the 20 years. For every 20 years, renewal of the lift working license is mandatory now. Then again, the modified features for the fire lift. Again, in the previous act, there are some features which has to be incorporated in the this act itself only, where the building height is more than 24 meters. The provision of the fire lift is very essential and it is becomes mandatory. Because in the Mumbai areas, Mumbai cities, particularly in the metro cities, there are the lot of fire hazards took place throughout the years. Okay, so to avoid all this casualty, the fire lift is very what I say, the very survival of this, particularly in case of the fire hazards. The fire lift is very essential, which is very important in view of for the evacuation of the people in case of the fire hazards. Then all this.
Sir, could you please conclude?
Yes, linked to relevant Indian standards. Next. So by virtue of all these things, this is our roadmap. There's introductions of our new online certifications to the blockchains. Okay, anybody can verify the authenticity of our certifications. Then the implementations of the Maharashtra Act in the Escalators Moving Up 2017, which incorporates so many good things, particularly the sealing of lifts, incorporation of the fire lifts, then the incorporations of the life insurance also. So this new innovative methodology, particularly improved methodology for lift license and periodical inspection, can save the life of the so many people, particularly the 2 crores people daily using the lifts. So we are looking towards the safety of particularly the 2 crores people every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jury members?
Thank you. Thank you. No questions.
Shefali ma'am?
Sorry. Yeah, this solution, blockchain-based online solution, is it operational or you are just?
No, it is operational, sir. We are already issuing all the certificates.
All right. And in that case, you said it's easier to find out which is prioritized area to inspect.
Yes.
How many lifts have you found so far which has not been under maintenance or needs replacement? What is the percentage in Mumbai town itself?
Around 5% lifts are there. Around 5% lifts are there which are unauthorized, which are unlicensed, particularly in the slum areas and SRS areas. We are identify all those things.
So you can identify the location and all that.
Yes.
There is one confusion when you showed the self-declaration certificate. It says the owner. Basically, it starts with the owner, that I declare as owner, and give the mobile number, address, everything. and then comes the lift operator, with whom the maintenance contract is there. There are two clauses there. One is
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that I have gone into this lift is under maintenance with this company. The second thing is this lift
Yes,
is in
yes.
working order. Now, the point is the owner can only certify that it is under AMC, but owner cannot certify that whether it is in working order or not, because that the lift operator, he doesn't have the technical know-how to ascertain it. But signature is for
No,
both.
but
So
madam,
how do you differentiate between the two?
that lift is the lift is maintained through the annual maintenance contract. The lift is maintained through the annual maintenance contract, and the contracted is between the lift contractors and the owner itself only. On behalf of the lift contractors, only the owner can declare that that lift is working in safe conditions.
No, but
Because the lift contractor is supposed to conduct
see,
it.
frankly speaking, the owner cannot be liable if the lift is not working. Owner has given an AMC, but whether the operator is doing his job properly or not, the owner cannot technically guarantee that. But as per the acknowledgement, the self-declaration, the owner is liable. That is not correct.
But lift contractor is also responsible person. We are authorized them.
But signature, both are signatories. So if you are going to prosecute, whom will you prosecute?
Lift contractor basically, ma'am.
But signed by both.
Yes, yes, because it is the owner. Owner is supposed to declare itself that
Owner can only declare that I am under AMC,
it is a,
but cannot say whether it is working. I mean, it's in safe or not. Owner doesn't have the technical know-how.
It is the joint responsibility of the lift contractors and the owner itself only. We cannot deny we cannot skip the responsibility of the owner itself only.
Because sometimes the contractor gives some defects in your lift and the owner doesn't
comply with
that report. So it is responsibility of that society.
But the owner is not technically competent to see whether somebody has given a faulty part or not. As long as the lift goes up and down, it's fine.
No, but when you serve the recommendations, it is the responsibility of the owner and the occupier and the user to comply with the defects. Otherwise, the lift will work in the unsafe conditions. If anything happens, then who will be responsible?
The contractor should be responsible because he has given a substandard thing.
Provided
Not the owner, because owner has paid for it.
Provided
But
they should
is not technically competent to justify that.
Provided they should undergo the particular agreement between them, the lift annual maintenance contract, and according to the terms and conditions laid out to the annual maintenance contract, they have to share the responsibility.
Well, that's the rule. We can't do anything, but that's not very fair to the owner.
Okay.
Anyway,
I have one small question.
Yes.
Are you licensing them about their skill or because what I feel is that if the maintenance contractors are properly licensed by the government by after checking their competency,
Yeah.
and then only they are awarded the work, then I think it would be much better.
Yeah,
Instead of anybody starting.
Hello.
Yes.
Only sir, authorized contractors. The lift contract license issued by this department only.
Okay.
Only authorized contractors supposed to conduct the AMC only.
Yes.
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 Sir, can you
They should be authorized.
can you please share the some
Hello?
small video as far as this accident is concerned, if you permit me? One
I
small
think
bit,
we are
We
already
already did.
encroaching into the
one small
time
video
is
there.
over. I think time is over. So probably
How the owner is responsible? One small video there for 1 minute only. You just
You
So
can just send it
explain
by email.
Just explain it.
You can just send it by. Just explain it verbally. If there is anything.
yeah. Okay, madam. We'll email all those things, madam.
No, just explain it verbally.
Verbally explain.
What's your? It's okay.